everyone, I am Lauren from Lauren Makes Plans and welcome to my channel. So I just finished filming my monthly memory keeping video for the month of October in my A5 compact vertical life planner. Here's kind of a peek at that. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out. Putting all of my pictures in here, so there's that. And while I was filming that video, I thought it would be really fun to pull out my 2021-2022 hourly life planner from last year and do a flip through of it so you could see all of the memory keeping in it. I am an academic planner user, so it's July of 21 to June of 22. So there is some of this current year in there, but this is I am a very heavy sticker kit user, and I put a lot of pictures in at the end of each month. So this is an 18-month planner that I buy just for the bigger coil, and then I take out the weekly pages for the last 6 months, and it still ends up where it won't close because there's so much stuff in there. So let's go ahead and flip through here so you guys can see how it turned out. And this is an hourly academic year in the mid-century circles pattern. I know everybody's getting tired of seeing the mid-century circles, but I liked it for this past year, and then I went Flora this year. So here's here's July. It won't even lay flat on the table. And for some reason, as the year goes on, some months I print out a ton more pictures than other months. So I always start out in the beginning of the year using this dashboard page for productive things, but you'll see as the year goes on that it literally just turns into pictures everywhere. And then there's not quite as many pictures on the weeks, but sometimes if I know something specific happened on a specific day, I'll put the pictures on there. See, there's a few more pictures in August. And I really liked for the month through this whole year, kind of the monochrome vibes on the monthly spreads, and then just some accents thrown in, and then the pictures. I love so many of these kits. Sorry if you hear any background noise. All 3 of my kids are home today. It's a Saturday. As you can see, kind of went with the monochrome and really just full on embraced the mid-century circles, which was super fun. And these stickers were actually from the Erin Condren monthly sticker books. Oh, her preschool open house. She was so little. She's in kindergarten now. And obviously I am a pretty big planner kit user. So what I do for a lot of what I did for a lot of these monthly ones was these mid-century circle stickers are from Erin Condren's sticker sheets that you can get, and then the date headers and dots are from Planner Kate, and these little decorative stickers are the what's it called, the decorative doodle sheet that you can get as an add-on with some of her kits. She doesn't do it for every kit, but usually there's 1 or 2 a month that are the doodles kind of things that you can do, and that's where most of those come from. And then the ones on this page are out of the Erin Condren monthly sticker book. And I always love how October turns out. October is my favorite month of the whole year. I always just love the colors. Ooh, look, something must have spilled right there, and I didn't know it. Well, that that was her birthday. She turned 5. We took her to Build-A-Bear, and then we had her birthday party, and she's very into How to Train Your Dragon. So her 5th birthday party was How to Train Your Dragon themed. I loved this kit with the, this is actually the kit that matches the little doodles that were on the monthly section. November. Okay, so if you notice, this is the first month that there are not pictures like actually on the month spread. And sometimes there are less pictures on the month spread than other months, because usually I will go through and put stickers on the weekly spreads first, and then I'll do the dashboard, and then I'll put whatever's left on the month. But I usually print out so many pictures that there's enough to go everywhere. And last November was an extremely rough period in life for us. It made me really sad because I loved this kit. I loved these little doodle stickers and the pie and the color scheme, the blues. I was obsessed with all of the sticker kits in the month of November. And then November was a terrible, terrible month for our family. I'd say this stuff all happened, but starting somewhere around here, it all went south. And you'll see, it was bad. So these are the only 2 pictures that I printed for the month of November. I think these were some of the only pictures that I actually took in the month of November. It was really bad. So I don't even know. This is from when we went to the state convention here, and that's what that's from. And then this is an ultrasound picture. I was pregnant last November, and I miscarried the week of Thanksgiving. So those are the only 2 pictures that I have for the entire month of November, but everything, it was so pretty. I was so excited for all the blues, all the pumpkins. It was gonna be great, and then it just didn't happen. So here's just some spreads with no pictures on them. All the turkeys, these were fun. And then here's Thanksgiving week. It looks super pretty. I was obsessed with this kit and the little pumpkin pie washi and the whole farmhouse vibes. I was completely obsessed with it. Nothing on this week happened the way it was supposed to. I was supposed to like do all this stuff this day and like start baking and packing to go out of town and be out of town for all of Thanksgiving. I left these boxes open and all these places open to put pictures from our weekend. And on this day, my husband and I both tested positive for COVID. And on this day, I was in the ER with COVID, having ultrasounds to confirm what I was pretty sure I already knew. So it was very pretty spread, terrible week. So there's November, moving on. December started to get better. There are our pictures again. I loved this one. We did our matching family jammies and everything, like buffalo plaid. It was so fun. All of our Christmas pictures. We were in quarantine over all of Thanksgiving and all of this week, and we were out of quarantine. We were out of quarantine on this day, and we went and got our Christmas tree then the next day and decorated our Christmas tree. So we came out from COVID swinging full blast back to normal, because we had been better for like 5 days by the time we were actually allowed out of quarantine. We finally got our family pictures made for our Christmas card, which I thought turned out really good. I loved those. And we went full on into festive Christmas kits. Our daughter got to be Mary in the preschool Christmas play last year. Christmas at my parents' house. Oh, look, less pictures. And by January, I was pregnant again. New Year's, we went last year, the week between Christmas and New Year's, my family lives in East Tennessee, and we went to Pigeon Forge for the week in between Christmas and New Year's, and then spent New Year's with my grandparents there. That was a super fun week, and we're actually planning on doing that again. I've just recently booked our hotel to go back, and we got snowed in while we were there. We were supposed to come home. Our original plan was to come home, I think, on New Year's. But the weather got bad and we got snowed in for a couple extra days. Most of January, kind of blank. We went back to Tennessee. My dad and my brother and my husband got me and my mom and my sister-in-law a spa day for Christmas, so that was fun. February was also, we had kind of a rough winter last year. There's also, these are the only pictures for the entire month of January, or for the entire month of February. Pretty sure these are the only pictures that were printed out, and you'll see going forward that nothing is filled in, hardly at all. See, like this week I put down the stickers, I didn't even touch it. This week I didn't even put down the stickers. I ended up, one of these weeks, I don't remember, but sometime through here, I think it was sometime this week, I ended up going back to Tennessee unexpectedly. My mama that lived there, she got sick and was put into the hospital, and I spent the whole month of February and most of the month of March, or probably the first half of the month of March up there. She got sick and I stayed with her in the hospital a lot, and she actually passed away. So this week, so there was a lot of travel involved in these weeks, so that's why nothing got put down. But this was when we announced that I was pregnant again. There's another blank week. And then this is my son's 3rd birthday. His favorite place was Chick-fil-A at the time, and he had a Spider-Man party. And a lot of these pictures are from his birthday. And then April. April got happy again. Much better in April. My birthday is April 1st, and we found out that he was a boy. And then it was my birthday. Chopped off about a foot of hair on my birthday. First time I've had a major hair chop in 10 years. Easter was a lot of fun. And then May and June make up for all of the months that there were barely any pictures because pictures exploded. We had a lot of things happening in May and in particular June, and I went crazy with printing out all the pictures. And honestly, I really love how these overly full picture months look. I think they look so fun, and I love like looking at all of these. We like did some pool stuff in the yard and had some of her end of the year stuff at preschool. This was my other Christmas present that was like the best day of my whole life. My husband bought me tickets to go to the Tim McGraw tour in May. It was the best ever. I'm obsessed with Tim McGraw, and that was so fun. I loved this kit. It was so fun. Her preschool graduation. And June. So many things in June. You can see all of these washi strips were all dates that we were out of town. We were not at home. We went, my whole family, there were probably like 20, 25 of us that went to the Outer Banks and stayed in a house together for this whole week. And then we had to go to California this week and Tennessee this day. And then we were at like a revival meeting that we go to every year for these 2 weeks. It was insane. It was exhausting. It was so busy. It was the best month of my whole year. I loved it, every minute of it. So There's a ton. There's not really actually any kind of plans in here. I did take my planner on all of my trips and put down my kits, and I put down stickers just so I would not forget when I came back to put the pictures in what we did on what day. So this was actually a week of plans because this was a lot of prep before we went out of town. And here's the Outer Banks. It's insane. It's messy. I love it. We had the best time as a whole family, but we got to the Outer Banks on this Sunday. No, we got to the Outer Banks on this Saturday, and then we spent all this week here. We drove home this Saturday, and then my husband and I were on a plane Sunday night to California. We were coast to coast in 24 hours. It was crazy. And then here's California. We were there for the National Southern Baptist Convention was in Anaheim this year. So we were in Anaheim these days, and then before we flew home, we actually went and did like a Hollywood tour and did some things around LA. We landed on Friday night and picked up our kids from my husband's parents and drove to Tennessee for my nephew's birthday party, and then drove back home. And then we were here, which was also super fun. I loved this whole month. It was just so much fun. And then that was the last week spread in this planner. And I did just have the month tabs left in here for future planning. And then this is my favorite page every year at the end of the year, that I put just a space for each month and put a picture of my kids each month to kind of like watch them grow throughout the year. He was such a baby here, and he's so grown now. But I love this page, especially whenever it gets all filled up. And so there is my 2021-2022 very chunky planner memory keeping flip through. It's always so fun to go back and look back on these at the end of the year, and my goodness, I always forget how fat they get until I'm at the end of the year and I go to pull it back out or go to put it away or get the new planner out of the box. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how have I even been able to turn these pages? But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here and have not already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos. Thank you for watching.